I realized that early on how powerful confidence is for every other part of your life. And that's why I really wanted to help people step into that confidence. And it's not about finding confidence, it's about recognizing the power within you already. That's what this is all about. If last week's episode, the title didn't scare you enough, I'm sure this one did. We talked about last time why you should clean your house in your bathing suit. And today we are actually talking why you should go naked. Hear me out before you get scared of this one. If it's freaking you out that we're talking about this, I think we should talk about it more, first and foremost. And secondly, I want to explain to you what go naked means. So in case you missed it, I announced my free 30-day Feel Good Naked Challenge. And whether you are watching this in real time of when everything is launching, or you're recapping on these episodes down the road, you can still be a part of the Feel Good Naked Challenge. So the whole point of going naked, I don't just mean that you should start being naked more. I just have talked to hundreds of women. Like I've coached a lot of different women. And one of the biggest similarities I see when they come to me when they're looking to create changes and feel confident in their skin is they do not like being naked. They are constantly avoiding mirrors. When they are in front of a mirror, they're putting themselves down. They've done that for decades and decades. And I had been there too. I had done the same thing. And then when it comes to being naked in an intimate setting, it's even more scary. We're turning lights off. We're avoiding. We're not letting someone touch our midsection. And I want you to get so confident and comfortable in your skin that you just feel good being naked all the time. Now that's the physical aspect of naked. What do I also mean by go naked on the other side of things? When we think about our most vulnerable state, it's when we're naked. And I want you to get super vulnerable with yourself over the next 30 days. I want you to challenge yourself and be able to be fully authentically you without feeling bad about other people judging you, without changing what you would do, your actions, what you would wear, how you would speak just based on other people's opinions. Because if you're like me and you were a recovering people pleaser, then you have spent a lot of time curating your life for the appeasement of others. And my goal with this idea of going naked is to identify and reconnect with your body physically, but also reconnect with yourself in a deeper way to understand what makes me me. What makes me awesome? I want you to recognize and reconnect with your body and recognize that you are absolutely amazing. And we forget that sometimes because we're taught and trained. It's so natural for us to just find the flaws. When we mess up, all we do is focus on the thing that we messed up. When someone says something mean to us, we only focus on that one negative comment and not all the other great things people have said. Recently, I posted a YouTube video. It was like a YouTube short. If you don't know what that is, it's like TikTok and Reels on YouTube. But I posted a YouTube short and I was sharing my opinion about something, and it got onto the side of the world where, people assume that when I'm saying something about women that I don't care about men at all, or just because I love empowering women, it's because I want to put men down and I hate all men or something like that. And that's just not the case. I actually know that a lot of men, I talked about this on a podcast recently, also struggle with feeling confident in their skin. It's just, I can speak from my personal experience as a woman a lot easier. So that's why I typically am speaking to women. So I never want you to feel like that means that I just don't care about men at all or don't care about other people at all. I absolutely do. But when I'm referring to that, it's because I'm speaking from my experience and I feel like I don't want to speak for others. I'm not going to try and speak as if I know exactly what their experience is. So that's why I'm going to speak from my experience, just so you know. But I got a lot of hate for it. And old me, literally a year ago, I think I would have just taken the video down, felt really bad about it, hyper focused on the comments. And instead I kind of laughed and I'm like, okay, well, where is this person? Who is the person that's saying this? And with what I said, was it aligned with my truth and what felt true to me? And the answer was yes. And because those things were true, because I know that it was aligned, I'm not going to take it down. I'm not going to delete something just because it doesn't appease one person. Everything you do, things that you say, someone's going to be upset with it. And you can't let that be the reason that you quiet your voice. You can't let that be the reason that you dim your shine. You absolutely deserve to show up how you want to be. I also made a post about, you guys saw in the episode where I was like, wear whatever you want. I posted a short about that and someone commented and were like, please don't wear whatever you want. Like, don't wear whatever you want. It was just so funny. Like, I'm not even telling you what I'm going to wear, but you already don't want me to wear whatever I want. And then someone else commented, that's not realistic in real life. And they're not wrong. A lot of these comments come from truth, but I want to change the way the world works. And in order to change the way the world works, we need to start acting differently. We need to start thinking differently. And so even if you want to tell me that I'm wrong, I want to prove you that it's possible. So I want to prove you that you can wear whatever you want and absolutely embrace yourself where you're at. I think you deserve to feel absolutely beautiful in your skin now. And I don't think certain styles should be reserved for certain body types. I want us to break that norm. And I think that it's going to piss some people off along the way. And I realized that a lot quicker than I would have liked, but it's okay. So that's news about me when it comes to going naked. I'm keeping it up there. I'm vulnerable and that's fine. And why did I create my Feel Good Naked Challenge? I talked about this a little bit, but last year, going into a new decade, going into my 30s, I knew I want to leave the feeling of just feeling like I can't show up as myself. I wanted to stop talking negatively about my body. I wanted to really leave it all in the past. And I was like, what can I do to help with that? Well, what if for the next 30 days, I do something that's a little bit outside my comfort zone? And it has to do with my mind, my body, my soul. We kind of weave through all those different things over the next 30 days. But every single day for 30 days, I'm showing up in a way that really stretches me and challenges me and is outside my regular routine. And it absolutely worked. It was so amazing. And the thing that was cool was I didn't realize the impact like me sharing my journey was going to have on other people. They were like, wow, I didn't realize you had the struggle too. One of the days was eat dessert naked. Hear me out. Eat dessert naked might sound kind of weird, but I had really struggled with my relationship with food for a long time to where I felt guilty in general, eating like dessert late at night. I would always feel so guilty. I would always overeat and it was just terrible. I would always feel so sick. And so my challenge was to literally do it butt naked because we're tending to feel negative if we're eating quote unquote bad food or we're eating the ice cream or the cake or the cookies. And I'm like, no, I'm going to pair the two. I'm going to embrace my body while I'm eating these foods and I don't have to feel bad about it. And it was honestly way more healing than I expected of an experience, but other people seeing that, it inspired them to do the same thing and do something like that. And so with the next 30 days, you guys are going to be doing different things. So you definitely have signed up for this free challenge. It's in our show notes, but you're going to be doing things that are outside your comfort zone. Maybe they are a little too far outside your comfort zone. For example, naked yoga is one of the first days actually. And so right now in your current space, doing yoga completely naked, maybe it's not feasible with where you're living. Maybe it's just a little bit too out there for you. I still want this to be a great experience for you that is still challenging for you. So if right now, if you were to do yoga or if you were to work out and you would put on like sweatpants and big t-shirt, nothing wrong with that, by the way, but if that's how you would always show up and work out, challenge yourself to do a little bit of a step of like, okay, well, I'm going to work out in shorts and a sports bra or something like that. And then as you're doing the yoga, you're celebrating your body as it moves for you. Because again, when we're seeing our body and we're more vulnerable and we're going naked, it can be so easy to get back into the thought pattern of seeing those flaws, quote unquote flaws, and only thinking about those and being super negative. So many people are spending like 80% of their thoughts just negative self-talk. 80% of their day, those thoughts are just negative self-talk about how you did something wrong or overanalyzing a situation or something you said, overanalyzing our body or putting ourselves down or telling ourselves we're not good enough or just negative judgment. And so my whole goal of this is to shift our mindset over the next 30 days. And we're shaking things up. By doing something outside your comfort zone, it's shifting the regular thought pattern that happens when you do these things. For example, I have another one that's naked affirmations and you're doing them in the mirror. I think it's on the first or second week. And if you're someone who often would dodge the mirror when you're getting ready or, never even spoke positive affirmations to your body, it can be a very healing process. And so by doing that, it's helping to rewire your brain, rewire your thinking around your relationship with your body. And that confidence, that level of healing will go into every other area of your life. It'll go into your relationships. It'll go in how you show up in your career. It'll go in how you show up for other goals that you have outside of physical goals. And I realized that early on how powerful confidence is for every other part of your life. And that's why I really wanted to help people step into that confidence. And it's not about finding confidence, it's about recognizing the power within you already. That's what this is all about. That's why I've created this challenge. So the Feel Good Naked Challenge is going to be all about that. And I really created it because it was honestly selfish at first. I did it for me. I was like, I want to do this for me. And it was absolutely a great experience. And so I got such good feedback that I'm like, this could be something big. We could do this again. And I want people to feel comfortable inviting other people to do it with them and recognize, like, I want to make such a big impact through you. I can't do this alone. I want to make such a big impact in the world. And I want you to help me by asking someone to do this challenge with you. Send it to your girlfriends in your group text. I know you have group texts. Send this group text message, be like, hey, I'm doing this 30-day challenge. It's a little bit different, a little bit outside my comfort zone, but I want you to do it with me. And watch how we can shift the temperature in the room when we start to step up. I've talked a lot about auditing your environment. Sometimes there's people in our lives that we truly want to keep in our lives, but we need to all level up together. And so maybe you have some friends that when we're hanging out, we can be, kind of self-deprecating. We put ourselves down, or we complain about a lot of things, or we're always seeing the negative. And it's not that you can hold space for your friends' feelings, but imagine for 30 days, you guys are all actively seeking to speak positively about yourselves. You are actively seeking to get outside your comfort zone and grow. How cool would that be if you could all grow together? Some of my clients did this challenge last year and they invited their partner to do it with them. And I think that can be really powerful too. You can find different ways for your kids to be involved in it. I know it sounds weird, but find different ways for them to try new things. It does not have to be all the crazy stuff, but just things like adding play into your day. So day 7 is all about adding play into your day. That's something where you focus on just finding joy and doing the things that you used to love to do as a kid. And so I did that with my nephews, and they really helped me tap into that. And so there's a cool way to incorporate that with other people around you. So this challenge, it's meant for you, and it's also bigger for you. So I really want you to do this. And so if you're excited about it, you've already signed up. I'm so excited you're listening right now. And I've created this for you. So while you're doing this, I will be doing these days along with you. I will also be doing my birthday suit bucket list, which is basically like my own list because I want to keep growing. I want to keep expanding. I want to keep getting outside my comfort zone. And so I'll be going along with my own list along the way. I might not do one off my list every day. I might spread it out a little more, but I'm very, very excited about it. So it's a 30-day challenge to get out of your comfort zone and grow in your confidence. You're going to be getting daily emails from me for the 30-day period once you join. You're going to be getting the videos that are supporting that and community support as well. So make sure that you follow along. You click the link in my show notes. And you can join me, you can join other people. We're going to do this together. I'm really excited. I can't wait for it to start. If you are doing it live with me, we're officially starting it on April 22nd to round out my birthday. So the 22nd of April to my birthday, May 22nd. If you're a couple days late, don't stress. You can start at any time. If you're a year late and you're just finding this podcast episode, hey there, you can still join. I'm creating it to be an evergreen situation because I want you to have this experience, and I know some people might even want to do it twice. Who knows? So go ahead and join me. I'm really looking forward to it, and I will see you guys when we get started.